Hello, 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 hello. Jazz. Coffee. Jazz. Hold on. Let me find a good background here. Find a good background here. Inside our coffee shop. That looks kind of neat. Hold on. I think that could work. Hold on. Add image. Coffee shop. Okay. Now hold on. Now hold on. Now hold on. Now hold on. Okay, very good. Actually, this is a little too like it doesn't fit. I'm gonna find a different one. Gotta find a different one. Background. What up, everybody? Hello. Alright, how about this one? Hold on. About this one. Actually, hold on. Coffee shop. Fit to screen. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking.
Thanks.
Now we're talking. What up, everybody? Yo, comrade. The big time tier 3 74 months. Oh my god. Thank you, comrade. Hello, hello. Don't need to clap for this. A few snaps is good. I'll give some powerful snaps. Thank you, comrade. And Ace Crazy Dude, 66 months. Classy wine stream. Thank you. Ace Crazy Dude. Hold on. Still a little loud. There we go. Swag. That was 66 months. Dark Emperor 64 months. Leave the Nintendo 64 months. Swag. Thank you very much. Greetings, greetings, hello. Put yourself by the window. Nah, this is a good spot. I like right here. Very cozy. What up, Silver Phoenix Fighter? Have you considered having more Boogar in your life? No. Well, yes, but no. Comrade, I have wine tonight too. Nice. What wine are you drinking? Pinky out. Ooh. Cosplay 22 months. Thank you, cosplay. Thank you for the 22 months. Cosplay. Bum, 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 bum. My mom and 7 of her friends are drunk out of their ass downstairs. What the shit? They having like a wine mom party down there? California Red Blend Cambria brand. Interesting. Cambria? I'm currently drinking It is 2017 Bear Cub red wine blend. Columbia Valley. Yeah, I mainly got it because I was like, dude, there's like a bear on here. So I was like, all right. And I looked it up and they were like, this wine's pretty good. Any interest in WoW mounts tonight? Yeah, possibly. Might be down for that. Depends on how the wine goes. Yeah, I've seen the sommelier videos, or however you say it. I've watched a few of those. As somebody who's been a wine douche, watched those and, like, had some fancy wines, like, I think I can pretty much tell. Do you think you can taste the difference between expensive and cheap wine? Yes. I can tell the difference between expensive and cheap wine. I can't, like, break it down on, like, a in-depth level, but I can tell the difference now. Swirling it. So it's like when I first started drinking wine, I could not tell, but it's definitely interesting. You get like different flavor profile. Like I can taste different flavor profiles in like a couple of tastes. And I can tell the cheap wines. Like trust me, if there's anything I can tell the cheap wines. Like whenever we were at like a family thing, and like my family would be like, "Hey, we know you like wine. We got you this wine," and I'd be like, "All right," and they'd all be drinking it like, "That's pretty good," and I'd be like, they'd be like, "You like it?" I'm like, "Yeah." Do we have beer or something? Any beer? Like, usually the problem with cheap wine is it either tastes like sugar water, which, you know, some people, if you like sugar water with alcohol in it, more power to you. Like, I'm not bashing you for it. I'm just saying I don't like it. Usually it's the smoothness of the wine. Like if you have a good wine, it's very smooth. Like if you have like this wine, for example, right? I'm not even like a big fan of this wine. I bought this. I'm like, it's okay. I probably wouldn't buy it again. But like it's still a solid wine. Like first up, all right, doesn't stick to the glass. You got that swirl, or it's a little bit. You'll see. It's got a good smell to it. It had to breathe a bit. Usually with like good wine, you gotta let it breathe for like 30 minutes. Let it breathe. You get some smells, so you get it on the palate, and then you taste as you smell. So it's like, then you do some of that. You know, you get like air in there. Lets you like get more of the flavor profiles. Also, Bronze Panda, 77 months. Thank you, Bronze Panda. I live for another month. Well, I'll clap after my wine rant. So you get that. And usually with like really bad wines, you don't get anything. If that may, like, you just get like, it just tastes like grape juice with sugar and alcohol. But like, this one's not oaky enough for me. I really like dry, kind of oaky, taste the barrel type of wines. I'm not getting that. It's a little too bright. But it's not like bright. That sounds douchey. Thank you, Bronze Pain. Woo! Thank you for the 77 months. Woo! Do you sniff with your mouth open? Do I? Hold on. No. I don't do the mouth open sniff. It's funny because, like, whenever I go to a restaurant for, like, someone's birthday or something, like a family birthday thing, I'll always just get, like, a really good glass of wine because I'm like, you know, whatever. I'm like, all right, what's the fancy wine here? I'm like, I'll try it. And my dad's always like, you're getting that good wine. Then he's like, let me have a taste. And he'll, like, taste it, and he's like, oh, man, that's smooth. I'm like, yeah, I hope so. Quill, know with the 20 months. Save the 20 months. What? 79. 20. Sorry. Save the 20 months. Quilna. What did comrades say? For some reference, vinegar is usually it's really bad wine in terms of how it's made and ingredients. Oh, interesting. As a major wine consumer and wine historian, I love talking and learn about wine. If I had to pick one alcohol, I would just pick wine. Beer would be a close second, but, like, wine's just my favorite. Any wines you return to or that stand out? Any particular maker? Yes. I really enjoy... Crossbarn. Crossbarn's a good one. Crossbarn Cabernet. Solid. I don't know how their newest Cabernet is, but Crossbarn Cabernet is really good. Most of the Prisoner wines are really good. If you look up Prisoner wine, all the Prisoner wines are, like, fantastic. I really like the... I don't know if it's a Merlot or a Malbec, but it's called Thorn. That one's really good. Their red blend's really good. I think I had a few other ones that are good. Those are main ones. Oh my god. This one's kind of pricey, but... Pinot Noir? So there's a Penner Ash Pinot Noir. It's called Penner Ash is who makes it. Shea Vineyard Pinot Noir. It's like the best. It's like the best Pinot Noir I've ever had. It doesn't even taste like a Pinot Noir. It tastes more like a Cabernet Pinot Noir blend. It's so good. Penner Ash. It's pricey. It's like 60, 70 bucks. Maybe? Maybe it's cheaper now. Let's see. Yeah, like 50 to 70. Varies depending on where you go. It's a really good one. Have you ever gotten a bottle from a restaurant, had it on the house because the cork smelled funny? I have not. Usually I don't even smell the cork. Usually they bring it over and they just pour it and then they're like, you can try it. And so usually I'll try it. You know, do that and then... And I'll be like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Thanks.
We did that for the Cox and Crendor Live. We went to a really fancy Chicago steakhouse, and Jesse was like, you love your wine. Give me let's get a wine, and, like, we'll split the bottle. He was like, get me some fancy-ass wine. So they had a lot of, it was like, if you're here, Bronze Panda, it was like a Argentinian steakhouse, so they had a lot of Malbec? Is it Malbec or Merlot? I'm pretty sure it's Malbec. And we got like $130 Malbec. It was like 130 bucks. And so we like split it around the table. It was pretty good. Honestly, I've had like, it was good. I've had better $40 wines. Wait, did I clap for you, Quilna? I think I did. Crying static 32 months, drinking wine. Best wine is from Aldi's. I don't know about that one. Sorry. They've been 32 months. Also, another really good wine is Stag's Leap. It's another pricey one. That's one I drank on Cox and Crendor when I talked about wine. It's called Stag's Leap Artemis Cabernet. Very good wine. I think it ranges from like $40 to $50. There's also, I keep talking about like pricier wines. Like you can get really good wine for like 20 bucks. Like there's what's that one wine? Buffalo wine. That's not what it's called, but it's got buffalo on it. 1,000 Stories. 1,000 Stories. Either Cabernet or Zinfandel. If you get 1,000 Stories, Cabernet or Zinfandel, both are really good, and they're only like $15 to $20. Like solid wine. I just try to get, I get fancy wines because I just like to go all out and just be douchey and be like, haha. But it's also not cost effective or financially good. So a lot of times I just go back to like $20, $30. You can get a good wine. Zubenheimer, 41 months. 41 months. It's like David, 41 months. My best friend here is the son to inherit the biggest winery in Argentina. It's pretty insane how good their wine is and how massive it is. Damn. That sounds crazy. If you order a wine, a single brand kind by the case, you might want to think about how often, like a case of Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill. I don't think I've ever ordered wine by the case. Usually I just order like one at a time. There's not really wineries here. Yeah, it's just there's like wine bars. We don't have like wineries. You gotta go like California or something. And then usually for like New Year's, usually once a year we get like a fancy champagne too. Like we got the like, it was like the $70 champagne. It was like a Billecart Saumon. TB always loved hearing me say the wine names. It's like Billecart Saumon. It's not salmon. It's spelled like salmon, so I always call it the Billecart Salmon. It's a good wine. Well, it's a champagne. But it's like an actual champagne. Chicago has a lot of beer, like breweries, yeah. Do you like Chicago breweries? Yeah, there's one brewery here called Off Color Brewing. Look up Off Color Brewing. It's like a mouse. They actually have a bunch of really cool labels for their beer. And a cool logo. Off Color Brewing. Apex Predator's probably their best beer. It's like a really good beer. And they've got some like wacky beers too. Like really weird beers. So if you're like not really a beer person and you try some of their beers, you're probably gonna be like, ugh. But Apex Predator is probably their best one. That's like a farmhouse ale. I just really like tasting different things, is what it boils down to. Like, I just, whether it's like food or drink, like, I just like tasting different things. So I don't just go like, oh, I like this one thing, I'm gonna buy it and like get drunk or something. Like, I just like tasting different things. So I like buying different varieties of stuff and just tasting it. So yeah. No, you gotta try it, Snudge. Get a Apex Predator. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's why an alcoholic drink has the most food. I mean, there's like, you can get like, the thing with me is like, I don't like sweet alcohol. I like tasting the alcohol. You know how some people are like, I don't want to taste the alcohol. Like, I like tasting the alcohol. So like, I really hate sweet alcohol, like Moscato. I hate Moscato. Like dessert wine. I don't like dessert wines, like iced wines. I'm not even a big white wine person. Like, white wine's okay. I kind of like tasting it occasionally. But I just... yeah. Bring those bourbon barrel beers down the line, right, Sloth? Or bourbon? Yo, we just got a bourbon beer. There's the brewing company I just mentioned, Off Color Brewing, made a beer called Beer for Butchers. So if you look up, do they even have it? Yeah, if you look up Off Color Brewing, here it is. Oh my god, is this link gonna work? I don't think it is. It's a weird ass. Let's look up Beer for Butchers, Off Color Brewing. Oh wait, here it is. I got it. Bam, there you go. That's the beer. And it's a beer, it's a box style blended with bourbon barrel aged lager. Yeah, they have like a bunch of labels like that. If you look up all their labels, they're pretty funny. But yeah, it's a different beer. I tried it and I was like, whoa, I didn't even like read the thing. I just thought it was box style beer and I was like, this tastes like bourbon, and I was like, oh, that checks out. You like South American wine? I find even cheaper Argentinian, Chilean wines taste better than more expensive ones. Yeah, I was just mentioning earlier, when we did Cox and Crendor Live, we went to like a fancy Chicago steakhouse. What was it called? It was called like El Che? El Che Steakhouse. Is that it? Yeah, E-L-C-H-E Steakhouse. Because Jesse wanted to go to some fancy place, and I was like, there's this wild Argentinian place, let's go there. And he was like, alright. So, me, him, Toast, Dan, and Tina all went there. And I got the because Jesse was like, get some fancy ass wine here. So we got like a $130 bottle and we split it. And honestly, like, it was good, but I've definitely, like, I'd rather have some of my like $30 to $40 wines. So I would say that there's probably a lot of cheaper wine that's actually pretty solid. In fact, I know there is, because I've had it. Lambrusco? I don't think I've had Lambrusco. What's that? Zinfandels? Well, there's like multiple Zinfandel types. There's white and red Zinfandel. In fact, there's like Old Vine Zinfandel, which is like a really dark Zinfandel red wine. Lightly sparkling red wine. Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Lambrusco. Yeah, look at that. Man, I'd try it. I do like sparkling wine more than actual, like, still white wine. I worked at a wholesaler as a guard and saw what they pay compared to the consumer. It's crazy how cheap it is. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I feel like that's like anything. Like, most things are just super overpriced. Whiskey, malt whiskey. With whiskey, I think I've said this before, but like the only times I've had whiskey is like super good whiskey. Like at CoxCon, we had some fan or person working there brought like a $200 bottle of whiskey. So that was the first time I had whiskey, and I was like, whoa. Whoa. And then we also visited a friend, and he was really into whiskey. So he was like, oh, I got this crazy Japanese whiskey. I got this other crazy whiskey. And it was like $80 and like $120 and like something else. So I just, I feel like I can't have anything but the really swag whiskeys now. It was literally, it's like a peat moss whiskey or something. It was wild. Do you like margaritas, ciders, or strawberry liqueur? Yeah, I'll have like a couple ciders every year during the summer. Like when it gets hot out, I like having a cider. I don't like it overly sweet though. I like it more crisp. And then margaritas, I'll have like a couple a year. Whenever we go to like a Mexican restaurant. Like, you gotta get a margarita if you go to a Mexican restaurant. 100%. Boom. Oh yeah, the wholesaler is probably like 70 to 100, yeah. They just recently legalized what's allowed to be called Japanese whiskey because they would ship the stuff in like Scotland and bottle it and say it's Japanese. Wowee. Hold on, I want to see if this actually... See, apparently Sam used to be a wine person. Sam said he used to be a, like, restaurant's wine guy. And I was like, well, why do you spin the wine? And he was like, oh, it's because you can see, if you spin it and you stop, you can see the wine, like, streaks going down the glass. But, from what I've seen and heard, the main reason you spin it is to get oxygen into it more quickly so it breathes faster, so you get better flavor and everything. So it's mainly more for air. Which some people might be like, why do you want to get air into it? So it's like the same way, you know how like when you oxidize fruit or anything, like it changes color, but usually it gets worse. It's kind of the same thing where like you add in oxygen, it helps like bring the wine to life. But at the same time, if you have too much oxygen to the wine or whatever it is, it makes it go bad. So you just want a little bit. So right when it comes out of the bottle, you want to like let it sit for a bit. How it sticks to the glass is a thing. I'm not educated enough to tell you why. I need to ask Sam again. I want to actually test his knowledge now. If it sticks, it's more sugar. Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, like when you first pour it, it's still good, but it has like a kind of a twangy aftertaste. And then if you let it sit, it actually becomes smoother. My source is one wine tasting. That's good enough. Is there such thing as an exotic bottle of water? Probably Fiji water, honestly. Yo, straight up Fiji water tastes smoother. I've had it. It legit tastes smoother. I don't even think it's a placebo. Like, I think it does. But it's probably also not worth it. I'd rather just, like, we just have a water filter. And we just, like, tap water the filter and then drink that. The only time I get bottled water is, like, if I'm really thirsty and I'm, like, not at home. It's smoother because of the silica content.
Thanks.
Silica dioxide is known as silica, is an oxide of silicon with chemical... Alright. Hellbent Wolfbot, 42 months. Thank you, Hellbent Wolfbot. Sweet. Thank you for the 42 months. I like a bottled water for when I'm feeling elitist about my coffee. Crack a Modelo. Nice. Boop, boop, boop. The thing is, like, some people go all out where they're just like, I feel like it's like the rich dude. I swear, there's some like YouTube streamers that are like extremely elitist when it comes to like just any food or drinking or anything like that. Like, I've definitely met some YouTubers and streamers over the years where people are just like, dude, that's my favorite streamer. They're like me. And they're just like, huh, we're going to eat at 65 Cafe for the 5th time this week. We'll be cracking open the $500 bottle of wine. Like that type of thing. That's just, I wish I could be that. I'd be doing that too if I was making that much. I mean, ordering DoorDash for literally every meal isn't relatable. Well, that's also true. I think a lot of streamers and YouTubers also order DoorDash extremely often. In fact, I think JP, I think he said he spent thousands of dollars on DoorDash. Like, literally thousands. Like, no exaggeration. Which did not surprise me at all. As a DoorDasher myself. Yeah, Lawman and Cry can definitely order a lot. Every time I'm like in a Discord thing with them, they're just like, I'm waiting for my food to get here.
A turtle made it to the water.
When JP's wife was gone, he spent like 3 weeks eating 3 meals a day from DoorDash. My God. Rackman just subscribed. Thank you, Rackman. For subscribing. Thank you very much. YouTubers and streamers are weird, man. There's some weird people. I'm guilty of too much DoorDash before surgery is just easier. Yeah, I think it's just easier for a lot of people too. It's true. I have Uber Eats Platinum. There's so many services. There's like 10 different delivery services now. Apparently some of the offline TV people have said the food was one of their highest expenses, which blows my mind, and it's only explainable with too much delivery. Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all. That's like an entire house of streamer people that probably DoorDash like every single meal, because they probably just get... They probably order like fancy ass food too. Like, I guarantee you they order like... They probably order McDonald's and shit, but I guarantee you they order from like some fancy restaurant too and get it delivered. And then you just write it off because like, this is business expense. Like, that doesn't surprise me. I do some DoorDash. There's this one guy I've delivered to thrice that tips literally 10 cents on each order. What the shit? What an ass clan. Can I start dinner? Yes. How many streamers do you think ought to know how to cook? 10 to 15%. And then I'd say most of them are just lazy. I actually like cooking. I think cooking's fun. I usually, like, for breakfast, I'll just have oatmeal. Sometimes. So, like, I used to, at Panera, if I was awake for breakfast, usually at Disneyland. There's a Panera near the Disneyland. So I'd walk to the Panera and pick up food, and they had a brioche, egg, and cheese sandwich. So it was literally like white cheddar cheese and egg on a brioche bun. And I was like, this is pretty good. And then I realized when we got back, I was like, I could just make this at home. Because I kept being like, oh man, I don't wake up early enough to get Panera breakfast. And then I was like, why don't I just make my own? So I literally just bought brioche buns. And then you just crack an egg into a pan and you just cook it. And then you flip it. And then you buy some cheese. And you just put them all in the bun. And you got it. But you gotta watch out, because then when you bite into that sandwich and you like make it like a sunny side up egg, that egg is just like, and it like squirts all over. You gotta watch out. You gotta watch out for that egg squirt. But it's great, because then if it like, you gotta have a plate. So if you got the plate, then you just dip the sandwich into the egg and you eat. So that's good. And then I love grilling. So like I've gotten really good at just grilling like burgers, steaks, chicken, turkey burgers. Like turkey burgers are actually pretty good. Big fan. Grill it, especially in the summer. You can grill like vegetables. You can grill corn. Dude, I love grilling corn. Corn is so good on the grill. Like on the cob, you take the corn, you shuck it. I think that's what they call it. And then you leave on like one layer of like outer corn and you just grill that. And so then it like gets grilled off and then it like, the corn tastes sweeter. It's crazy. So good. If I grill the corn, I don't even butter it. Like it's just, it tastes good without even buttering it. If you boil corn, it usually doesn't taste as good. It loses some flavor. But if you grill the corn, it tastes great. I love grilling. Grilling's great. And then usually once a week, we have like a steak night. And steaks are expensive, so we usually split a steak. So we usually just get like a one steak, and then we grill that. And then me and Toaster Woman split the steak. And then we have like asparagus. So like you gotta have your asparagus. And if it's not asparagus season, if it's like the winter, you get kale. So we have like kale. And you just do a little like lemon, a little garlic in there. So you get the lemon garlic. And then you get like potatoes, right? So you got your potato, your meat, and your vegetable. Do you saute mushrooms and garlic with your steak? I mean, you can do like a garlic butter. I like garlic butter. You can do a garlic butter. Mushrooms, I'll saute mushrooms if I make like a turkey burger, because I feel like it goes well with a turkey burger. Like you saute the mushrooms, and then you saute some onions as well. So usually if I do a turkey burger, you do like turkey, and then you got like Swiss cheese. I think Swiss cheese is good, and then you do mushroom and you do onion. That's like a, you know, that's spicy. Like I said, I just like tasting stuff. I like cooking. Cooking's fun. I bought some artichokes. I need to cook those artichokes. I actually really like artichokes. Do you ever go wild and mix random sauces together? I think I have. I think I've done that before. I have a buttery spicy corn rub recipe. Dude, I would try the buttery spicy Boogar corn rub. I would do it. I got a homemade marinade for every type of meat. Oh my god. Dude, cooking is just great. And it's, dude, when you start cooking and like buying stuff from the store, like first off, you know what you're eating and you know what like you're putting into it. Second off, it's cheaper. Like, people are like, oh, I don't want to do the stick to the store, but like, it's legit cheaper than just going out and eating. And it's just like fun to do. The worst part of cooking is just the cleanup of having cooked. Artichoke hearts are actually delicious. I have a local pizza place, puts them on pizza with some meat. Yeah, whenever I go to Blaze Pizza, I get artichoke hearts on there. I love it. And then whenever we go to the Ren Fair, we always get the artichoke. They give you the artichoke and you like take it and you like dip it in butter and you go like, You know? Artichokes are great. Is there a good pizza place in Chicago? There's a bunch of good pizza places here, but if you're looking for like deep dish pizza, you probably do Lou Malnati's. Lou Malnati's is my go-to deep dish place, like 100%. Wee woo. All right, but what about sous vide meat? I've only had sous vide. Is that how you say it? Sous vide? Once. And it was at Alinea for my douchey 3-star Michelin star dinner with Nick last year. That was the only time I trusted people with it, too. Like, if I'm gonna eat a meat like that, I'm gonna make sure it's, like, extremely high quality. I would not trust anywhere else. Like, if I was eating this at, like, you know, like, oh, it's sous vide at, like, the Golden Corral or some shit. Like, I'm not gonna trust that. But, like, I'll trust a Michelin star restaurant that they're gonna give me a good sous vide, healthy thing. So. Sous vide eggs? I don't even know how you do that. Usually with eggs, I just do the egg thing. So, like, here's how I make an egg. I butter the pan, alright? I crack the egg. Put it in the pan. Let it cook a bit. Once it starts, like, you know, looking good, right? You're like, alright, it's looking good. I give it a little shake in the pan. And I'm like, alright, once it starts, like, separating from the pan a bit, I flip it. I literally do the, like, whoop. I, like, flip it in the pan. And then you do about 30 seconds on the other side. About 30 seconds, and then you just slide that off. That's my egg. I think that's a sunny side up egg, but I'm not positive. Is that sunny side up? Or is that, I cut up a bunch of fresh hot peppers. Uh-oh, your message is gone. Oh, that's an over easy egg. That's what it is. What up, Dr. John? We are in a rainy cafe. We're talking about food. Cut up a bunch of fresh hot peppers and was like, hey, when I throw them in a fry pan, mistake without prep. Oh, God, yeah. I feel that. Yeah, I love over easy egg. Because then you can usually you like toast. I like sourdough bread. Dude, you get that sourdough bread, put the egg on there, and you just crack the egg open. It's like, and it just runs. Oh. It's good stuff. Wine stream, are you sharing? I mean, this wine was like $40. I can't afford to share it. Unless somebody gift subs or subscribes with Twitch Prime or bits. I mean, we got snapped 50 times and only 12 subs. That's practically one sub away. Runny soft-boiled egg and ramen. I'm not a big person, or I'm not a big, like, runny egg in soup or like type of thing. I like when they do the hard-boiled egg in a ramen, but I don't like the actual runny egg in it. Screw sous vide, give me good old southern barbecue reverse seared steak. All right, okay, big question. Big question. How does everybody like their steak cooked? Hard boiled, but the interior is still mold. Oh, it's like a soft boiled egg, dude. Yeah, soft boiled egg. I'll mess with that. Medium rare, medium rare, well done and marinated. Medium rare, medium rare, rare, medium. That sounds like a song. Medium, well done. Medium rare, 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 well done. Medium well. Well done with ketchup. Rare, medium rare. I like my steak cooked none because I don't like red meat. I mean, that's fair. Medium rare, but I'll eat most steaks. Yeah, personally, I like a good medium rare. I like a balance. I like when it's between medium rare. Probably leaning a little more towards medium. That's probably where I go. My favorite steak is flank steak, cheap lean cut, but marinated in soy sauce, Worcestershire, Mustard, olive oil, rosemary, garlic, onions. 24 hours. Nice. As long as I'm outside the US or EU, though, then well done. Ah, yeah. Yeah, depending. It depends where you are. I don't know if I would trust some places to you know, cook it to that point. I don't really care for pork anymore. Honestly, I'm not a big pork okay, here's the thing with pork. All right. I don't really like pork chops, and I don't like pork, you know what I mean? But I like bacon, and I like ham, but I don't eat it all the time. It's like a once every couple of months type thing. But like, I don't really like pork chops and stuff like that. Pulled pork, I like pulled pork, but like, yeah, I don't know. I like chicken. I like turkey. I like the birds. And then like once or twice a week, like once a week we have steak, and then maybe like once a week I'll have like a hamburger. But like, yeah, I'm not a big pork person. Crispy pork belly. Pork belly to me is like too fatty. I've had pork belly. I've tried it. Like, it's not bad to me, but like, it's too fatty. If you had a good pecking duck, though, duck's next level. I don't remember. I think Tina tried to bring us to a Chinese restaurant in like downtown Chicago, or like Chinatown. And I don't know if we had duck or not. I don't think we had duck. I think she talked about the duck. I think we had another organ. What's another? It wasn't liver. It was like, what are the organs of animals people eat? I can't think of it. It wasn't the gallbladder. Maybe it was, I don't think it was the heart. Kidney. Maybe it was kidney. It might have been kidney. It was something's kidney. I don't think it was tongue. It might have been, I don't know. Honestly, all I know is I tried it, and I was like, I don't hate it, but I wouldn't really go out of my way to eat it. It was something like that. If she was here, I would ask her. I think it was kidney. I've had liver, but liver smells too much like urine. Like, unless I was Bear Grylls or something, I don't think I could eat a lot of liver. Or maybe if I was like out in the middle of nowhere, if I was like trying to survive, I don't give a shit. I'd eat liver. I don't care. Apparently my grandpa used to like liver and onions. I think a lot of old people like liver and onions. A tongue taco? I've actually heard people liking tongue. I don't know what tongue tastes like. I'd try it. That's the thing. I'll try anything. Dude, when I was at Alinea, we had so I mean, listen, this is like a 3-star Michelin restaurant. I'm going to eat whatever they put in front of me. I think they literally gave us it was like ox. It was pretty it was like, what's the thing? Something oysters. It's literally like you're eating testicles or something. It was like an ox oyster, ox something. What's it called? Mountain oysters. Yeah, it was mountain oysters. Rocky Mountain oyster. Yeah, that's the one. Rocky Mountain oysters. Either way, they gave it to us at the Alinea. Yeah, bull testicle. That's what it is. Yo, straight up. It's pretty good. I literally ate these nuts. They also did like some crazy ass like cabbage thing. It was so good. There were so many things at Alinea where I was like, this doesn't look like it's gonna be good. And then I ate it and I was like, holy shit, this is so good. You gotta have Peking duck, so crispy savory. You eat them with thin crepe-like pancakes, green onion, basically hoisin sauce. That does sound really good. I'd try it. 100%, I'd try it. My grandpa loved liver. I don't know. Oh, there's something like... All I know is my grandpa ate, like... he would literally just eat everything. He'd, like... If you were like, you want to eat liver and onions? He'd be like, yeah, I'll eat it. And you were like, hey, do you want to eat this weird thing? He'd be like, yeah, I'd eat it. And then he would just drink coffee nonstop. And he lived to 95 years old. So I was like, dude... I don't know if it's genetics or not, but, like... I guess I need to drink coffee and eat whatever. Alright. I like liver and onions. I feel like I need to try it now. I feel like as I've gotten older with my douchey wine palate, I've gotten a better food palate as well. So I feel like I just want to try like weird shit now, like liver and onions. The thing is, it's only weird because people make it weird as well. Like, people used to eat liver all the time. Like, if you killed an animal back in the day, you'd probably eat its liver. Like, it was normal. Wine, escargot, cheese. Oh my god, like, I don't know, I just did that. So, like, with cheese, I used to only ever eat, like, normal cheese. Like, oh, I ate my cheddar cheese or whatever. But, like, I actually love tasting different cheeses now. After we had like all the different, was it a charcuterie board? People call it the charcuterie board, or the my charcuterie board, charcuterie board. I love tasting all the different cheeses. Like you got brie. I love brie cheese, and then they give you like goat cheese. I used to hate goat cheese. Now I love goat cheese. Blue cheese. I used to hate blue cheese. Now I love blue cheese. I don't know what it is. Depends on culture. People here eat all the animal because it means they're grateful they can eat meat, so they don't want to waste anything. That's what I thought. That's how I always felt with like eating meat. It's like, yeah, it's like somebody, like for example, like at the douchey Michelin star restaurant, they gave me like or bull testicles. I'm not gonna be like, ugh, I don't want to eat this. Like I'm gonna eat it because it's like, this thing died. Might as well like honor it by eating it, and it got cooked up pretty well. You know, it's like whatever. I don't know. So that's the thing. I'm trying to think of what else. When I was in England, we actually had pretty good food. We had really good Indian food. We had really good, because TB took us to a place. TB was like, oh, we need to go to Telford Indian food. Like, I don't remember what it was called. But he's like, we need to go there. So we went there. And, everybody got curry. Somebody else got something. But I got, like, a lamb curry with, I think I had a white wine with it. I literally knew nothing about wine back then. I was just like, this sounds good. It's French wine, and we're in England. I don't know why I got French wine in England. It sounded good. Curry wine pairing. What to pair with curry? My top 5 picks. Rosé, Chardonnay, Pinot. Okay, so you're supposed to pair white wine with curry. Okay, that's good. I figured you'd pair white wine with curry because it's like already a very acidic, kind of tomato-y thing. Or not tomatoey, but like you're using like coconut milk and like heavy bases. So I figured white wine goes better with that. So I did that, and I remember I ate that. I was like, dude, this curry's so good. And then I had my white wine. I was just like, and I remember we went back to the hotel for CoxCon, and everyone was like, yo, we're going down to the bar. We're gonna drink more. And we're gonna hang out with like fans and stuff. And I was like, yeah. And I like went back to the hotel room and I just laid down and fell asleep for 2.5 hours. And then I woke up and people were like, where are you? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know where I am. Great stuff. When I was in Uganda, I randomly had some of the best breakfast burritos I ever had in my life. Yo, I'd try an Ugandan breakfast burrito. Sounds great. Yeah, TB loved Indian food. TB just loved good food places as well. Like, we went to, whenever we had conventions and stuff and he was there, he'd be like, we're going to this douchey restaurant. And I'd be like, nice, I'll go. He'd also pay for it every time. So I was like, yeah, I'll go. Dude, I get to eat fancy food for free. Actually, no, he'd try to pay for it, and then Jesse would be like, no, I'll pay for it. And then TB'd be like, no, I shall pay for it. And I'd be like, either way, I'm not paying for it. This shit's like $800. So yeah. So that was fun. There's also, what was it? It was one of JP's dinners. I think we've told this story before, but so we were at one of JP's dinners. I'm not gonna name the person, all right, because I'm not gonna call him out, but it was somebody that JP knows and plays games with. And we went to a steakhouse, like a Brazilian steakhouse. And being a YouTube streamer, this person was like, I'm gonna get what's the fanciest dessert wine you have? And they're like, oh, this is a blah, blah, blah from blah, blah, blah. This is $120 and it comes in a thing this big. And they were like, yeah, I'll get it. Everyone was like, oh shit. They literally bring it out, put it on the table, and they go to drink it and knock it over. They knocked it over and spilled it. And they brought him another one. And then me and Jesse were just like, holy shit. And I was like, oh, Jesse told this story? Yeah, that was there. And they were like, oh, we brought him another one. Me and Jesse were sitting there like, dude, it's like $120 worth of wine. And I was like, I don't know about you, but I'll like suck the wine out of that napkin. Like, I don't give a shit. I'll like take that napkin and be like, I don't care. I didn't though, because I didn't know if they wanted that or not, but I was ready to like squeeze that napkin just to taste it. So that was fun. I mean, yeah, they probably still make a profit on it because they like upcharge it all. JP said some streamer ordered Wagyu beef well done. Dude, when I was at Alinea, I'm sure you've probably heard this if you've listened to me on everything, but like when I was at Alinea, we were literally sitting across from like a table of like people straight out of Crazy Rich Asians. Like they were from LA, they were crazy rich, they were Asian, and they were just like, they got the Wagyu beef, and they were like, is this what level of Wagyu beef is this? I don't know the levels of Wagyu beef. They're like, I think it's level 7, and he's like, oh, I had like level 9. I've had level 9 before. And I was like, I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about. Like, are we like leveling up? I was like, I don't understand. I legit did not understand. I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna eat whatever they give me. I don't know, like, okay, hold on. I need to look this up now. Wagyu beef levels. Or grading? Is it grading?
Thanks.
Yeah, that's what it is. Wagyu beef grades. That's what it was. Okay. I think we can only get A5 in America. And then, yeah, I think, is it in Japan? You can go higher. I think that's what he was saying. He was just like, oh, yeah, you know, this is only 5. I've had, like, grade, like, 10 in Japan or something. And I was like, dude, you're eating at a three-star Michelin restaurant. Like, who cares? Just eat it. Or grade 12? I don't know. Either way, they brought me the Wagyu beef, and I ate it, and I was like, oh, my God, this shit's great. And then I ate it. Tony with the 1 year. First nerd day, coach. Put some Krendor nerd cypers, was mummies, pop and counter in the chat for Tony. 75 total left. 1 year. So, yeah, I mean, I had it. It was good. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I gotta trim my beard. It's getting, like, crazy out here. Can I have mine well done with ketchup? Yeah, Wagyu is wild. It just, like, melts in your mouth. So I was like, what the shit? My favorite part of the Alinea experience was after, like, dealing with, you know, all the crazy rich people around us. Like, there was that table. There was also a table of, like, I swear to God, it was like an athlete with his agent. Like, it was a straight up like an athlete with his agent. And then there was, like, some business dude just eating there alone. Like, it was wild just seeing who was eating there. And, like, afterwards, we just started talking to the wait staff. And we were like, yo, how do you guys, like, work in here? And they're like, it's pretty crazy, man. And we were like, yeah, like, what's it like? And we just started talking to him. And then after a while, the one dude was like, yeah, we get to try all the food, but, like, sometimes after work, I just go to Burger King. And then he just started talking to me how he fell asleep at home with, like, Burger King in his hand. And, like, he was playing GTA. And then his wife got home. And then she was, like, yelling at him. Like, we're just talking to this dude at, like, Alinea, like one of the top 100 restaurants in the world, about how he fell asleep at home with Burger King. And then we were like, yo, can we get more food? And they're like, nah, we can't do that, but we'll give you more wine. So they started bringing out, like, fancy ass wine. Like, they were pouring us, like, $80 wines and shit. And I was like, hell yeah. Like, free wine. That was great. Then the other dude was talking about, he's like, oh, yeah, I've been working here years. And he's like, you guys remember Chef John? And they were like, oh, Chef John. And I was like, what's wrong with Chef John? And they're like, Chef John's a dick. And I was like, what? They're like, yeah, Chef John. Fuck that guy. And I was like, oh, my God, there's crazy stuff going on here. And they're like, yeah, like, they told this story about how there used to be this dish called the lamb hold on. Alinea lamb, the lamb 86. Okay, there used to be a dish at Alinea called the lamb 86, and it'd be a thing of lamb with 86 different sauces, and you had to know every single sauce. And he's like, I remember I first started working here, and I was going through all the sauces, and I missed one, and then I lost my spot on, like, the 45th sauce. And he's like, Chef John was like, come with me. And he brought me back out there, and he was like, you do not do that, all right? You need to memorize this shit, all right? He, like, gave me a thing, and he's like, you're going to memorize everyone there. You come to me, and then you're going to go back out there and do the thing. And they were like, ah, yeah, the lamb 86. And I was like, what the shit's going on? So that was fun. See, this is what I mean. If you're just, like, a normal person and you go here and you're just, like, talking to people, like, you get all these crazy stories. Like, all the other rich people around us, they just ate their food and went home. They missed out on the lamb 86. They missed out on everything. So that was fun. Stu Boy with the 26 months. Krendor, I only recently started listening to Cox Krendor in the morning podcast. Why did I wait this long? So good, I have plenty to binge. Dude, you've got like 9 years worth of stuff. Sweet. They have the 26 months. I want to go back to Alinea, but I want to go with, like, Jesse. Like, I really want to take Jesse to Alinea when he's here at some point. So I almost want to, like, book an Alinea thing and then book a Cox and Krendor live, like, near that and just have him try it. Because I feel like he needs to experience the insane Michelin star restaurant experience. Like, he just needs to experience it. And then I'll film it. Did Toast go with you guys, or was it just you two? No, Nick's wife went to Michigan for, like, a trip. Like, Nick's from Vegas, but, like, his wife has friends in Michigan. So she flew into Chicago and drove up to Michigan with her friends for like something. And then Nick was like, if I go to Alinea, which is like, if I get a thing to book Alinea, it's gonna be expensive, but will you go with me? And I was like, yeah, I'll go. Like, I don't care. It's like going to a sports game or something. So I was like, it's... So he got here, and then we went there. It was great. I listened to Cox Crendor like 4 or 5 months at work when I worked by myself. Hell yeah, dude. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I listen to Cox and Crendor, and I already know what to expect. Sometimes I just listen to it just to like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why I listen to it. I had to check out any Michelin star restaurant. This is right up my alley. Really, you do. I mean, even like a 1-star Michelin restaurant's probably worth going to. Like, it's what, 300? It was, how much was it? It was like 450, I think. But Nick also got the wine upgrade. He's like, yo, if we're going here, give me the wine upgrade. So I think that was an extra like $100. So it was like 350 up to 450. Which, like, straight up, if you go to like a sports game, you might pay like 100, 200 for a ticket, and then you pay like 30, 40 for parking, and then you pay like $50 for like food and shit. It like adds up. Like, it was well worth it. It's not like I'm going there every month or something, you know? It was well worth it for the experience. Plus, I'm a very like ambient experience-based person, so like I just loved experiencing the atmosphere, like the people around me, like getting to see that table with the dude being like, oh, A10 Wagyu beef, like I was like, what the shit? Like I just enjoyed seeing all that. Oh, and he's like 3 blocks from my old high school. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. You gotta do they also had a second wine upgrade, but it was like an extra $200. I was like, I don't think we need that one. In fact, no, we definitely didn't need that one. Oh, the bone marrow. Oh my God. We went to the same place I talked about where we went with the Malbec, where me and Jesse and everybody got the wine. We got bone marrow there, and it was so good. We got 2 bone marrows, and we like literally ate all of it. It was so good. It was fantastic. Oh my God. I've always listened to Cox Crendor, but that podcast helped me get through the worst of the pandemic. Nice. As long as it helps you through something. Dude, it's crazy how much I've changed over the years. Like, I'll go listen to like old Cox and Crendors, and I like can't stand my old self. Like years 1 through 3, I like would fight my old self. I would beat my old self up. Like straight up. Like younger Crendor just tries too hard, makes controversial jokes, and is just like just kind of douchey. Honestly, old Crendor is just kind of douchey. I had a lot of energy because I wasn't in pain. I didn't have pain and I didn't have wine. It was a combo. Curly with the 62 months. Sometimes you just gotta drink wine. I feel that. Swig. They have 62 months. Curly. Like, I still don't understand why I said the quote where I had the one quote where I was like, winter's better because the homeless people die off. I was like, why did I say that? It was like such a douchey, dumb thing to say. And I don't understand why I said that. I don't remember what episode it was. I said that, and I was like, why did I say that? I don't even remember saying it. I legit went back and I was like, what? That was a straight up quote I had. And I was like, I don't understand. I would never say something like that today. I think I was just young and stupid. I think that's really what it boils down to. I was just young and stupid. Didn't you have a medical problem while you drinking wine? I mean, I got a lot of medical problems. It's one of the bot quotes. Yeah. Like, I feel like a different person from back then. I heard about you for the longest time on YouTube before actually knowing you did WoW content because Cox and Krendor was big. Interesting. I feel like everybody says some dumb, cringy shit when they're in their early 20s or like late teens. Which is funny because there's people that have been streaming on this platform for like 4 or 5 years that are only in their early 20s. And I'm like, dude, my brain wasn't even developed back then. I was stupid as shit. Tolosi with the 2 months. Thank you, Tolosi. 1, 2. So like, they were the 2 months. Like, oh my, like, that was 9 years ago. 9 years. Yeah, like early internet, it was even like some old videos I made, I was like, there's like moments in some of those where I'm just like, come on, man. What was I doing? But it's weird because I don't know. Time. Time. My saying stupid stuff phase was middle teens. I feel like I had an innocent teenager. Yeah, everybody's got that point. Whether it's like your mid-teens, your late teens, your early 20s. I would say I didn't mature until 27. I think 27 is when I like fully matured into like an actual person. And I think it's because I started getting pain. I started getting, well, your brain like fully develops at like 25 or something if you're a guy. And then like I started getting pain and I had my gallbladder taken out. Like I had like so many things happen to me and you just get like beat down by the world. And then I started working out. You know? And I think that just kind of changed me. For the better, really. This is pretty cool. I should do this kind of stream more often. Yeah. I think it's fun to do every once in a while. That's when my hips failed, so it adds up to me, yeah. Anyone under like 24 is a baby. Yeah. I would say pretty much if you're under 24, it's like you're still pretty much a kid in my like perspective at this point. Which I know that's like a scale, right? Because like if you're like 40 years old, you look back at like 30-year-olds like, oh, they're still a kid. But like someone under 24 is still like when I think back to myself at 24, like I'm still a kid. Like thinking back at 40 to me at like 32, I'm like, at least my thought process and like mental ability was like that of like an adult still. Like I'm like, all right, everything just kind of slows down. Like I don't know.
Thanks.
I was definitely still dumb. Stu Boy with the 5 gifted sub. Subs. Thank you, Stu Boy. Jason gets a sub. Swag Stiletto gets a sub. Swag Warrior of Pie. Swag Salad Snack. Swag and Smepper. Swag. I'll get subs. As a 22-year-old, I feel like a goddamn child still. Yeah, 22. I remember I didn't even drink alcohol because I was just like, people that drink alcohol are stupid. I said a different word that I wouldn't use now. But I guess my brain just didn't.
Thanks.
I don't know. My brain just didn't like process. I was very cynical. I think that's what it was. I was like cynical, but I was dumb.
Thanks.
And I think that's just like when you progress from your teenage years into your early 20s, you feel like you're going from being like a kid to an adult, but you still don't have like life experience, and so you're just kind of dumb. But you feel like you're better than a lot of people still. You're like, dude, everybody else is stupid, unlike me.
Thanks.
Which is why I did things like Truth Rage and stuff. But now I look back and I'm like, dude, I was dumb. And I think once you realize that you're dumb,
Thanks.
that's when you start hitting that like maturity process. It's
Thanks.
like, man, like straight up. Comrade with the 15 gifted subs. Thank you, Comrade. Little Alien. It's like Blackberry Plague. It's like Shadow JP. It's like, that's like JP's arch nemesis. Axter. It's like the Faceless Void. It's like Ganbaride. It's like Holy Dance. It's like Aberrant Cryptid. It's like Narcoleptic Bear. It's like, I don't know why that was so hard to say. Snej. It's like Bearded Lich. It's like the Sir BB. It's like Silent Munchkin. It's like Aaron Pud. It's like the Jesus sequel.
Thanks.
It's like, I'll get subs. Thank you very much. Oh my god, the Stoic Knight, the 10 gifted subs. Psychotic. It's like, again, Metaphil. It's like Nick Nate. It's like Mad Wicked. It's like Doothan. It's like Jester Kid. It's like Scotch Tape. It's like Beers Lol. It's like Castle Page. It's like Bond Jets. It's like, I'll get subs. Thank you very much. Wow, that was a spicy amount of gifted subs. Thank you, thank you. Now I have to snap 50 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 50. Nice.
Thanks.
And Thunder Scoot with the Twitch Prime. It's like, thank you, Thunder Scoot, for the Twitch Prime.
Thanks.
Nobody knows what they're doing. Everyone fakes it till they make it. That's also true, yeah. I don't feel cynical. I do feel dumb, but I feel I know nothing about anything. Thanks. Well, now you're on the right step to getting old. Congratulations. Now you just need the pain aspect. Once you start getting pain,
Thanks.
Oh, I forgot. 27 or 28 was also, it was like, it was such a wild year because you go from like, all right, I think that was the combination of everything. So I had like, I had my gallbladder taken out. I had like stomach pain. I had like the toenail removal.
Thanks.
Just like started going to the gym. And then I think right after that is when TB passed away. So it was like a combination of like, I was going through pain. And then you have like one of your close friends just like die. And it was just like everything, all that happens. And you're just like, what the shit, dude? So it's just like a combination of just like,
Thanks.
I don't know. All that together, it just kind of, it kind of just matures you. I think that's really what matures like a lot of people is going through shit.
A turtle made it to the water.
A turtle made it to the water. I realized I was getting old when I started crushing on fictional dead characters. My conscript service really humbled me as a young 19-year-old. Yeah, I feel like even if you are younger, I think people that go through a lot of shit when they're younger probably mature faster. So it's pretty wild, honestly. It's hard for me to imagine recovering after lost a friend like that. I'm glad to see you, like, good memories back. Yeah. The wildest part to me is that it was like, it's not even like losing a friend. It's like losing a friend publicly. You know what I mean? Like, because you're on the internet, so everybody knows, like, oh, this guy knows this guy. What's he going to say? Because everybody's, like, writing up their, like, oh, man, like, I miss you. It's going to be sad without you. And I remember one guy tweeted, like, Krendor, you haven't said anything yet. And I was just like, All right, yeah. It's like, oh, hold on, sorry, I didn't say anything yet. Just, you know, my friend died. Let me just, write something up real quick. Yeah, sorry, I didn't write something up fast enough. All right. So yeah, it's pretty wacky wild. Wild wacky. Wacky wild. Internet. That's why most of the time when people say something on Twitter like, oh my god, people are so dumb, they're just referring to like one person that said a thing. It's usually all based off one person or one comment. People who police people's grief's the worst, yeah. Or people just police people's emotions in general, really. Are you ever gonna bring back the BitCup? The BitCup died. The BitCup is gone. The website that used to do the good BitCup, like, is done. And I tried doing the other BitCup, and that BitCup sucked. So, unless someone else makes a good BitCup, sad times. Yeah, that other BitCup sucked. Really, yeah, Twitter's also the problem. Twitter also sucks. Like, Twitter's okay sometimes, but like, probably 60% of the time, Twitter just sucks. Crypt Shadow 5 bits, thank you for the 5 bits. Yeah, it's... Yo, there's like 1 billion people streaming on a Friday night. I guess it makes sense. I don't know what TB would have thought these last few very eventful gaming years. That's very true. I still say that I would have loved to do like Warhammer stuff with TB. I thought that would have been fun. Especially because he was really into Warhammer, so like we could have did a Warhammer podcast or something together. My only social media is here, and I guess Kren Discord. My Twitter's locked down now and kept extremely small. Yeah, a lot of times I just mute people, and then I like try to make my feed better by just muting people. So that's pretty fun. Lots of subathon post-tax season. Dude, Twitch streamers and YouTubers, still, like, they'll write off so much. Like, guarantee. Like, I've known Twitch streamers and YouTubers are like, dude, I write off my clothes because I wore my clothes on stream, so they're a business outfit type thing. And I'm like, oh my god, you're crazy. I didn't check out YouTube much after 09, but you and Cox and TB blew up and I didn't understand. My big thing was I made my WoW videos in 09, and then 2010 I made more WoW videos. I think 2011 and 12 is when I started branching out into like doing more stuff with like TB and collaborations and playing other games. But like for 2 years or 2 or 3 years, I mainly just did WoW videos. And that works, yeah. It's technically correct. I mean, we can write off video games. Video games a business expense because you only play it on stream. You can write off food. Well, half the food. You can write off 50% of your meals if it's a business meal. You can write off. You can technically write off clothes. You can write off office stuff. You can write off computer parts. Like most streamers build a new computer every year because you can write off computer parts.
Thanks.
It's pretty wild. Malog Ball, 16 months. Hope you're having a good one, Krendor. Hey, thanks. What's 70? I don't know. 60. Sweet. They have the 16 months. Do they actually let you write off so much stuff easily? Yes, they can. I mean, it's technically correct, so they can't even, like, go against it. You can be like, hey, I streamed with my clothes on that I'm wearing that I wrote off. It's a business outfit, and you haven't seen me wear it anywhere else. And they'd be like, yeah. They can't argue it. I mean, that's what it is. You literally have visual proof of it if they like come knocking at your door. I mean, Sam talked about how he wrote off his freestyle basketball stuff. Plus, you get a lot of times they expect you to write off stuff because they charge you for being self-employed. So you get taxed for being self-employed, but they expect you to write off self-employment expenses. Taxes are wild. That's why I have an accountant. I literally just take all my shit and I write off my expenses and then I take it to my accountant and I go like, blap. That's all I do. So I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. Most streamers don't make enough money to be taxed on much anyway. That is true. I mean, the vast majority. Most of the people I know make a decent amount and they write off a shit ton. And then I would say anybody who's higher than like people like me or Jesse, like if you see streamers in the thousands of viewers, oh, they're like, they're making a lot of money. Guarantee. 100%. People really underestimate the amount of money like big streamers make. Like thousands of viewer streamers. Sam's also never been audited. That's true too. That's why you got to keep records. I keep all my shit. I have too much anxiety over it. I just keep all my old documents and everything. I keep all my old receipts. Yeah, if you can't live off streaming, you probably don't need to worry about taxes. And even just not streaming, just like online entertainment in general. Do these tax write-offs get entirely paid for in write-offs, or is it partial? Or are those entirely gaming computers basically paid for? Essentially. It's not like meals where you can only write off like 50%. So yeah, pretty much. I mean, if you're building like a computer that you strictly just stream on, it's a business expense because you're working on it. So I mean, it technically checks out. There's a lot of technicalities. That's what it boils down to. Also got the food. Here it is. Very nice. Biggest thing for taxes, my retirement plan. Apparently Brandon Sanderson bought a shit ton of magic cards as draft with all his employees, writes it off as a team building exercise. Dude, I've written off my magic draft gems I buy. Like if I do magic drafts on stream, I write it off. 100%. Listen, I have to eat plain chicken because my digestive system and blood pressure. I usually used to eat like hot sauce chicken, or I used to eat like soy sauce chicken.
Thanks.
And I can't have soy sauce because it's too high in sodium. I can't have hot sauce because it hurts my esophagus. So I just gotta eat plain chicken.
Thanks.
Low sodium soy sauce. I'd rather just eat plain chicken. That's like when people are like, why don't you have diet soda? I'm like, dude, I'd rather just drink water. salad dressing marinade? Here's the thing. I don't eat salad dressing. I eat my salads plain. I also have straight black coffee. Don't put anything in it. Cannot aim. 34 months. Hey, Crender. Apparently my sub lapsed at some point, so I have a new Prime sub on me. Thank you, Cannot aim. They have 34 months. And Ryan Phantom 2 months. Wine streamer. 1, 2. Swig. They have 2 months. All right, I would put like oil and garlic or something on my salad. Listen, Coke Zero is better than regular Coke. That's 100% disagree. It just tastes like slightly better Diet Coke, and I hate Diet Coke. I would much rather just have sparkling water at that point. Yep. 100%. You have to eat increased sodium. Oh my god. Involuntary gym bro diet. I do pretty much eat a gym bro diet. I also go to the gym like 5 times a week, so it checks out. Dude, I love kimchi. Kimchi's great. The problem with a lot of diet drinks is they still have unhealthy stuff in them. Like the sugar substitutes are still bad. One of the main reasons for obesity in developing countries and sugary drinks have been a lean BMI my entire life because of diet soda. I used to drink 2 to 3 cans of like full Coca-Cola regular a day back in high school. I didn't gain any weight. But it did probably mess up my digestive system. I also just have a metabolism that's like a rocket ship. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, if I drink like soda, I literally have like a tiny can and I have like half of it. Like, I don't even have that much. I just drink it for the taste and then I'm like, I don't want the rest. And then most of the times, I'll drink coffee, tea, and water. So, that's usually what I just drink anyway. Jesse is literally the opposite of me. He has, like, the opposite metabolism problem. We've talked about this well together. He was just like, oh my god, I wish I had your, like, rocket ship metabolism. But at the same time, like, I still have to watch what I eat, because it's still, like, it'll hurt my digestive system. It'll give me high blood pressure, so I can't just be like, ugh, like my family was like, oh, to gain weight, just eat, like, cake. And I'm like, I'm not just gonna eat cake, it's gonna give me, like, diabetes and high blood pressure. And probably other stuff. Finishing my chemical engineering degree, everything's bad, just enjoy what you enjoy. That checks out. Somebody in my one video was like, dude, Krendor, what happened to Buff Door? Like, I stopped going to the gym or something. I just stopped bulking. Because usually with bulking, you just like try to do crazy weight. But I couldn't eat enough to bulk because it hurt my digestive system. And then at the same time, like, I was like, why do I want to bulk? Like, I don't care. And so now I mainly just do like repetition. So I'll do like lighter weight, but I do more reps. mainly is for health stuff. Like, that's the main reason I go to the gym anyway, is just to be healthy. So, yeah. Plus, I like working on all the muscles that I don't normally use. So, like, my shoulder blades back here, I started doing that one machine where you, like, take it and you go, like, back like this. You know? And then you also, like, then you turn around and then you take the same machine and you go forward like this. So you're working, like, your chest, and then you work your back and your shoulder blades. I'm doing that one. That's pretty fun. I filled out a health account thing for work, and my weight flagged as high risk. Turns out I'm dangerously underweight. What's your height and weight? We had to make a pilot plant for atmospheric absorption of CO2, and our partner kept giving us the wrong kinetic data. I'm already lost. 6 foot, 125 pounds. Wow, you are skinnier than me. I'm 5'7", and I weigh 128. Wow, yeah, I actually weigh more than you. I'm 5'7". Dude, I rarely meet people that are skinnier than me. Nice. When I got my gallbladder out, I weighed 113. I was like, because I could barely eat anything. It just hurt. So then after I started going to the gym and eating more and everything, I got up to now I'm at 128. I got up like 130, but now I just hover around there. So that's fine with me. I don't care. I don't worry about my weight as long as I'm, like, feeling good. My dad's like 5'10", 150. So he's pretty much like the same as me. That is a genetic. Joined the military at 6 foot 130. They put me on double rations immediately. I think I just used to not eat enough, honestly. I used to not eat breakfast. Then I'd eat like a big lunch. Then I guess I'd have dinner, and that was like it. Now I eat breakfast, snack, lunch, dinner, post-dinner. Post-dinner, I have like a sweet potato and like a banana. Like a granola bar or some shit. Any good stretching videos or something? I feel like a stick because I went to the gym yesterday. Alright. Oh my god. I've researched so much on stretching. It's like insane. So I was like, oh, I want to learn about stretching. So I learned about stretching. And then there's some people like, oh, you got to stretch, you got to do all this. And then I researched more, and they're like, oh, stretching doesn't solve anything. Stretching's actually useless. Stretching is, like, meaningless. And stretching doesn't help with, like, injuries or anything. And I was like, what? And I found someone's like, this person's an idiot. Stretching obviously helps, but it doesn't help with injuries. And someone's like, well, it does help with certain injuries, but not certain things. Then if you go to the... And I was like... So what I kind of boiled it down to is stretching is good, but it's not good alone. Like, you need stretching as part of a health regime. So like if you're doing stretching plus strength training, then you're like, okay, you're like stretching the muscles and you're strengthening the muscles. But at the same, and then I guess the other guy's argument's like stretching doesn't do anything because if you stretch, it's like rubber banding, because then it just goes back to normal. But like if you're getting short-term relief from stretching, that's still doing something. You're relieving your pain for a bit before it goes back to normal. So a lot of it's just making it so when you stretch, it stays like that. And a lot of that is just like postural correction. Because it's like, okay, you can stretch your back out, but then you're still going to sit like this when you go to work. And it's going to go back to how it was. And then you go home and you stretch it out. And then you go back to work and you still like it. But if you fix your posture and you stretch, then you're going to stay like that. So a lot of it's just that type of thing. It's the same shit as like someone's like, don't eat any fat. Fat's terrible. And then someone's like, dude, just eat fat. Only fat. Fat's great. And then you're like, which one's correct? And they're like, I don't know. They're both good. And you're like, what? Then someone's like, oh, just eat moderate fats, but you need to eat a lot of rice. And then you're like, what? And then someone's like, oh, if you don't eat that, just only eat beets. Beets. I don't know. Bob and bread. Dude, I'm subbed to Bob and bread. I also just had all my blood work done, and I'm doing good. Vitamin D's good, B12's good, cholesterol's good, triglycerides, glycerides, high glycerides, all good. So that's pretty neat. You remember what Sam said about Bob and Brad? He said, what have you become? I honestly don't remember that, but it doesn't surprise me. It's because a lot of times people write up something and they're like, dude, I've got like this big science. Because I read... So I read this guy who like broke down why stretching isn't all it's hyped up to be. And then I read some guy debunking that. And he like went into the guy's sources. And he's like, just because you link sources doesn't mean you're like accurate. Because there's so many studies. They'll be like, oh, this study just said that this thing's dumb. And then they're like, well, this study involved like 20 people and it doesn't make sense. And then they're like, it's like so much back and forth of like, it's confusing. Pretty much just do what feels good. I think stretching's good. I do think that stretching doesn't prevent injury, but I think it is still good as part of your regime of like a health regime. I think that was the thing they broke. What they said, that static stretching isn't good for like preventing injury. Like most people, when they static stretch, your muscles aren't warmed up yet. So stretching isn't a good warm up is what they said. So a lot of it is you should warm up like walking so you get the blood pumping to your muscles and then stretch. Yeah, it seems like a lot of it's just studies people throw together to make money from studies. So I don't know. Yeah, honestly, yoga and stretching have helped me. So like, I don't know. I think it works. Though the other thing was like muscle release. So like muscle release is the thing where there's trigger points, right? Or they call them like muscle knots. So you get like trigger points. Like, there's a trigger point here. So you like push into it, right? And then it breaks up and then you get blood flow. So some people are like, trigger points are dumb and meaningless and they don't mean anything and they're stupid. And some people are like, oh, they're great. They help me feel good again. And it's like, well, which one is it? But then there's people that are like, oh, trigger point things will help cure your disease. And it's like, well, that's not obviously true. That's stupid. And then there's people that are like it's, you read all these things and you're like, I just want to know. I just want to know which one's right. Or like what's it called? Yeah, like cupping or like foam rolling. Yeah, foam rolling's the other one. But I felt good after foam rolling. I've never done cupping. I don't think I want to do cupping. I went to someone to try to figure out my migraines. They told me water pockets in my... What? The help of God, my migraines can go away. Huh. What do you know? All you had to do was ask God to get rid of your migraines. Who would have thought? That's like massage guns too. Like people are like, do massage guns work? Do they not work? I think they can help. I don't know if they're gonna cure everything that ails you like they promote they will, but I think they can help, especially if you're like working out a lot. Like whenever I use the massage gun on like my calves or my hamstrings and stuff, they always feel looser and like better. And I think when you do that, I think that allows you to stretch better as well. And then that allows you to just strength train them as well. So it's like, I think you just need the combination. You can't just do like one thing. And there's like, there's so much lack of science behind it all. It's just hard to prove anything or disprove anything. I had the weirdest experience of my life this morning. I was sleepwalking from Ambien, slammed my dick in a sliding minivan door, woke up screaming. Yo, dreams are crazy. I had a dream. Oh my God. I had a dream where I was like in a weird Hunger Games type thing and I had to like fight people. And I remember I would like fight somebody and I like had to like take their bone. I don't even know how I got their bone. I just got their bone and I'd like plug it into a thing and like twist the thing to unlock a new area. And I woke up and I was like, what the shit? I was dreaming. So I don't know. That was weird. Yeah, plus everybody's different. Some people just react differently to other things. Some people have different diets, or some people are like, I can't eat like turkey. It gives me stomach pain. And some people are like, oh, I eat turkey and I feel great. Like, I don't know. Some people are like, I eat Cheez-Its and I get migraines. And some dude is like, oh, I eat like a box of Cheez-Its every hour. I don't know. You just gotta figure out what's good for you. Hold on, what did somebody say? Have I ever played Blood Bowl IRL tabletop? Yes. I had worse luck with that than actual digital Blood Bowl. It was terrible. I had 2 Saurus die like turn 1. I love foam rolling. A family member of mine does cupping for chronic back pain and said it helps, so I'm biased. The thing is, like, it's helped me as well. So, like, I'm kind of biased too. I don't know how it works. I guess it's my thing, but, like, when I do it, it feels good. I don't even care if it's a placebo. Like, if it's a placebo, I'm like, screw it. It makes me feel better, so I don't care. Like, somebody might be like, it's only a placebo. I'm like, feel better, you feel better. Oh, man, a Jesse Cox raid. Thank you for the Jesse Cox raid. Welcome. We actually talked about Cox and Crendor a bit. We talked about Talked about food, talked about wine, alcohol, talked about exercise. Talked about Diet Coke being bad. Whole bunch of stuff. Talked about a whole bunch of stuff. Coke Zero is not great. It's not great. Vanilla Coke is okay. It's good every once in a while. Like, I'd rather just drink water. I'd rather drink water than Diet Coke or Coke Zero. Straight up. Have you tried water? That's what I'm saying. Look at this. I'm drinking this Topo Chico grapefruit twist. Fantastic. Also, I saw that Jesse received numerous Warhammer models in that Xbox Big Rock Smash, which I am 100% sure he's going to build very soon. No doubt. He's going to be building those things tomorrow. He's going to be building them. 100%. Here we go. Battleship Melvin Gordon coach. Hold on, Sinvicta. Can you do a check? Check if it's been updated. Have I tried Coach Water? No. Yeah, this ice cold is pretty good. It is not. All right, great. Coke Water. I probably have tried Coke Water, honestly. If you want to do a stream, let me know, bro. You mean like a building stream? Like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about like a stream where we both build stuff? Or are you talking about a stream where, like, what are we? Like a side by side? Or do you mean me watching you build stuff and criticizing it? Which one? I wouldn't watch that. Oh, that reminds me. I just made a Warhammer video tonight. On my Warhammer Krendor channel. Link in the chat. I haven't published the video yet, but it's me building a Deepkin turtle. I built a Deepkin turtle. Great stuff. So that'll be good. It's 45 minutes long. Me just building that turtle. I have so much Warhammer stuff, dude. At this point, like, what do I have? I have an entire Seraphon army. In fact, I think I have every unit in the Seraphon army plus some. I have like 4 Bastiladons. 4 Stegodons. I have too much. I have an entire OBR army. I have an entire Bone Splitter army. I have an entire Ironjaw army. I have an entire Cruel Boy army. I have an entire Nurgle army. I have an entire Beast of Chaos army. That's a very sad army. I think that's all my Sigmar armies. I have an entire Skaven army. I have an almost completed Night Haunt army. I have, oh yeah, and then 40k. I have an entire 40k Orc army, and then I have an entire 40k Necron army. How many points per army? Minimum 2,000, but I probably have over that. I have well over 2,000 for each one. I have a lot. So yeah. And there's probably one I'm leaving out there. I love me some Warhammer, dude. Love it. Love it. How do you store it all? Boxes? Shelves? More boxes? More shelves? Favorite race? Right now, probably Seraphon, Lizard Men. They're just broken. Pretty much what I do is I play other armies, and then when I feel bad, I just bust out my Seraphon, and then I win, and I feel good. That's usually what happens. That's pretty neat. How many units for a total army? Yeah, there's not really a minimum number. It's all points based. So like the lowest amount you can have is if you run, I don't know, like a Gargant army. You can run like 3 Gargants and then like 2 shitty Gargants or something. You can do like 5 models. Or I guess Stormcast dragons are broken. Everybody runs Stormcast dragons, like a shit ton of them. Or like 40k, yeah, I guess knights and stuff are only like 5 models. Some armies you only have like 5. Some there's like a bunch. Like if I play Skaven or something, like a horde army, you're gonna bring like a lot. Like with Skaven, I think I already had like 40. You had like 40 clan rats minimum. It's like, well, I got my 40 clan rats. Now what else am I gonna bring? Dude, have you seen the new Chaos Knights? New Chaos Knights look sick. Storm Vermin and Plague Monk, yeah. New book coming. It's not officially announced, but like it's pretty much a given. It's gonna be the new book. Yeah, new Chaos Knights look sick. Gotta kill Chaos? Nah. Gotta kill humans. Humans are the problem. The Space Marines. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. The Mechanicus? They're okay. Apparently they're extremely difficult to play because they have like 8 billion stratagems or something you have to like layer together. I don't have Tau, no. I have Necron, Orc, and I was gonna start building Tyranids. So yeah. No. Space Marine's definitely the least cool. So yeah, I don't know. I got a Warhammer problem. That's what it boils down to. Big Warhammer problem. But I like it. It's fun. It's one of those things where it's just really peaceful. Not peaceful, but like relaxing to do. You know what I mean? Like you just sit down and you just paint. Or you build or you do whatever. Astra Militarum. I have a friend that played them. And they're like not great. They're like kind of bad, but they had a lot of resin models too. Like, oh my god, or fine cast. Yeah, they seem pretty bad. I'll play. Oh, maybe they have a lot of plastic then. I don't know. Do I have any old school metal models? I have 2. Both Skaven. The Bombardier. Or no. The Gunners. They're like the Rattling Gunner. And then I also have the Warlock. It's like a Warlock. Arch Warlock or something. So those are the only metal models I got. But otherwise, I just have Necrons and Orcs, really. 40k is, like, harder to play, because you have to learn all your stratagems and everything. So it's like, I like having less armies for that as well. Well, like Sigmar, you're like, everybody's got the same command abilities. Unless you're the Bone Reapers or something. Necrons are pretty fun too. Yeah, they have Sigmar and 40k on tabletop sim, but it's just more fun to play in real life. Especially with like stuff that I've actually like built and painted, and then playing against like, you know, real people, not actors, in person. It's just a fun time. It's like a chill hangout type thing. We see some of the minis. I show them off on my Hold on, I show off my entire thing. Indoor Warhammer. Here we go. You can go to that video if you want to see my entire Warhammer collection from... It was like 11 months ago, so it's been updated a bit, but... That's still, a good chunk of my Warhammer stuff, so you can check all that out. It's grown since then. But that's, you know, you get a good visual there. Do you like painting, playing, or building part of the hobby the best? I kind of like all of them together, to be honest. But I'd probably say I like, I probably like, well... I feel like I like them all equally, because there's like certain times where I just want to build stuff, and I'm like, I don't care about the others. Then there's times where I just want to play, because I'm like, dude, I just feel like playing a game. And then after I play a game, I'm like, all right, I've got my gameplay fix out of me. And then sometimes I'm just like, dude, I just want to paint and chill. So I feel like I like them all equally, and I like them a bit more based on the mood I'm in. So yeah. Oh yeah, they got like Lord of the Rings miniature stuff too. It's actually pretty good.
Thanks.
You should do more of these chill streams, relaxing, chat, and chill. Yeah. It's like an actual just chatting stream instead of just... Uh-oh. I just clicked on my stream so I could click on the just chatting category. And then I was like, bleh. Instead of if you go to just chatting and it's like... What do we got here? Speed dating viewers. What else is here? Watching television shows. What else is here? Dancing. Watching Hell's Kitchen.
Thanks.
Dude, does every streamer or like person that like gets into streaming have like a neon sign back here? Like, I swear to God, like, every time I, like, scroll through these, there's just somebody has, like, a neon sign with, like, their name on it. And then just, like, a bunch of gamer gear stuff. Like, oh, it's my pop figurines or whatever they are. Or, like a Pokemon. Like a stuffed Pokemon and then, like, some other stuff. Native Tech gifted a sub to Original Mr. Ty. Thank you for gifting Original Mr. Ty a sub. Thank you very much. And Gamer Demon King, 32 months. Save the 32 months. What? Swag. This is the man with stuffed oversized sloth. That's it's not a gamer sloth. He's just a like stoner sloth back there in my beanie. He hates games, actually. Yeah, or panels or whatever. Just like Sam stripping or something. I don't know. I just don't get it. Gaming culture is cringe. It just feels like they're all the same. I don't know why it's not like diversified or different. Do you have Gloomspite Gits in your collection? I do. I have the Christmas Gloomspite Gits battle box that Games Workshop sent me like 2 years ago, and I have not built it. I'm waiting for him to get a new book, and then I'll build it. There's people doing exercises. There's people... What else is down here on the old Just Chatting? Somebody's watching Big Bang Theory. I understand. Fantastic. Alright, I'm done looking through that. Done looking through that. So, I don't know. Comrade, 50 bucks. Been a while. Have some wine funds. Thank you, Comrade, for the wine funds. I will indeed use that on wine. Thank you. I'm not gonna buy more Warhammer, alright? I'm gonna buy wine. I was drinking this one. Uh-oh. Called Bear Cub. 2017 Bear Cub. Red wine. Mm-hmm. It's alright. Pretty good. Now I'm drinking this sparkling water, though. For the first time in 3 years the other day, I was able to put on socks. Oh my god, dude. My recovery's blowing my mind. That is pretty wild. That's one of those things people take for granted, and then you do it, and they're just like, shit, dude. That's pretty awesome. You think the Cubs are going all the way? I'll be happy if the Cubs go 500. I'll take that. They won yesterday, though. That was nice. That's pretty good. They got that one dude from Japan, Suzuki. He's probably their best player right now. They just need pitching, so pitching kind of sucks. I never saw the appeal for weird color lighting. Well, I don't know. I think it can be done. I guess it tries to make like a cozy environment. Like, I can get it, but I feel like when everybody starts doing it, it's like you just, everywhere you go, you're just like, the lights again. Like, it's just everywhere. Let's see. Oh, speaking of everywhere, if there's one thing that's everywhere on this stream, there's one thing that's everywhere on this stream. It's Twitch bounties for outer range.
You ever wonder if the world's not what you think it is?
Yes.
Chaos all the way down. There's something out there.
Is the world what we think it is?
The world's
Josh Brolin and Moogie, Lily, Tom, Tamara, Lewis, Noah, and Will Patton in Outer Range. Prime Video included, Prime Video restrictions. Hold on. That went by so fast. What just happened?
Not what you think it is. Just chaos.
The world is not what I think it is. There's something out there. He's looking for that something. It fights back. He screams. She's carving summoning signs into him. And then there's like 20 people in the show. Outer Range, April 15th. All right. Interesting. Hold on, does this say anything about it? I'm just like curious now. What is this? The new series Outer Range. A rancher fighting for his land and family who discovers an unfathomable mystery at the edge of Wyoming's wilderness. All right. Neat. It is Wyoming, that's true. Who knows what's going on in Wyoming? Could be nothing, could be everything. Could be everything. You know what? We've been talking about like exercise and being healthy this stream. We should watch a Bob and Bread now that I got the old video thing up here. Hold on. Let me find a good, here we go. Oh, here we go. Bob and Bread. We got posture stretches. Bob and Bread posture stretches. All right. Oh, hold on. They got anything else, or is that? I feel like that's good for gamers here. I feel like the gamers need posture stretches. All right. Posture. Neck stability exercises for posture. 9 brilliant, easy ways to great posture. All right, this might be the one. This might be the one right here. All right.
Bob and Brad.
Dude, I love their intro. All right, hold on. Bob and Brad, here they are. Bob and Brad. Let me slide down. All right. Slide on down. They're meeting me here in the coffee shop. All right, here we go.
The two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
All right.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Shop, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck,
Hey,
physical
Bob
therapist.
Brad.
Together we're the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're
Yep.
going to show you 9 brilliant
hold on.
ideas, if I must say so myself.
Turn 'em up a bit.
Which I have to because nobody else will. In easy ways to great posture.
There you go. Things you can do at
All right.
home without going out and spending all kinds of money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's start off with number 1, Brad.
What is
All right.
When you're standing or walking, I see so many people have poor posture. And
That's
a
probably a lot
good
of you.
check on that
A lot of everybody here.
is to take your hand,
Probably going like this.
grab your wrist behind you, and
All right.
pull on it, which will pull your shoulders back, and
All right.
then release, and there you are in good
Okay.
posture, as opposed to being like this.
Yeah, so just
right.
remember, sometimes I'll do this and I'll kind of go like this. But you
Oh,
gotta,
yeah, you want to stay
Yep.
back.
Remember
and I'll
to
even be
chin tuck.
walking along
Yeah.
while I do it.
Yep.
yeah,
Sometimes.
That's a good one.
All
maybe
right.
that'll be like the end thing.
I like that one.
Like a professor. Next thing, Brad, you have a little surprise in your pocket, don't you?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm glad that's what it is. All right.
So
Bob and
remember
Brad
this,
making
Bob?
jokes
We're gonna
out
do
here.
some spread apart.
There you go. So you can just get any kind of a stretch band. This happens to be one of our loop bands, but it doesn't matter. It's for a little resistance, and then you can work it here and squeeze those shoulder blades together.
Yeah, you mainly just want to squeeze
You
the
can
shoulder
do it
blades.
Anytime. You could do it when you're sitting. You could do it when you're walking.
Right.
You can do it and you can throw it
Yeah.
back in your pocket.
There you go.
So, Brad, how about whenever you're gonna sit on a couch or a recliner,
Mhm.
something soft, maybe even in your car, you should
Yep.
use some type of support.
Yeah.
A throw pillow works well for a couch or a recliner.
Yeah, especially something that's soft and squishy. You need
Yeah.
a little more volume, and plus it kind of
Alright.
blends right in when you sit.
What are you doing? You sit on the pillow?
time.
Oh, you sit
I
behind
never
it.
sit on a couch without grabbing
Yeah.
a pillow.
Yeah, we've
That way
increased our
you're-
throw pillows in the last number of years.
They're
You
everywhere.
gotta be more like
So make
this.
sure you have one available,
the-
and I can feel
I guess
this.
put a
is
pillow
so
back
much
here.
nicer than this.
This
Okay,
next
this
one,
guy-
Brett, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
but,
that's all right.
this next one.
Yeah,
I
that'll
see
do it.
So many people.
Look
They
at
have
this.
their cell phone.
Straight
and they
now.
just go like this.
Why the cell phone? Yeah, you're all
I mean,
scrunched.
it's very simple. You just shorten your arms.
Yeah,
You can support your elbows off your body if you want, but just bring it up like
Yeah.
this.
do you
Oh,
have to have
yeah.
both hands up?
Well, I do.
Yeah.
I mean, but you
Okay.
can go like this.
got your
one
phone.
hand, and they type with one hand. But
And look
this
up.
is
Keep the neck
it's
straight.
gonna be
I like
bad
that.
for your upper back.
I
and
think
neck.
they've actually made
Uh-oh.
devices where you
Bob and
can
Brad
hang your
cameraman
phone
messed up.
off your shoulders. Didn't we see that once? If not, maybe we should make one so you can just have your cell phone hanging there and promoting good posture. And you can use your hands for something else.
Sure. All right.
Just an
let's
idea.
moving right along. All right. Next one is the
Dude, Bob and Brad.
Mike's invention, the ball in the back. We love this one.
A softball. I can use for kickball, not a basketball
All right.
Or dodgeball.
or a dodgeball would
Yeah.
be good, but not a soccer ball. That'd be too
Okay.
hard. Put it here, anywhere it's between the shoulder blades, up or
Between
down.
the
in
shoulder
there.
blades.
And then you lean back into it and just relax. Do a
Oh
little
yeah, that's a
chin
good
tuck
one.
with
I've
it,
done that one.
And stretch and roll.
Yeah,
the
you lay
ball
back. You can do it on a
wherever you
foam
need to
roller
get
too.
more
You just lay
extension. A lot
back.
of times you will go Then you go
You do
crack,
this?
crack, crack, crack. Oh, that's a good
You
deal.
just lay
It's
back.
a great one to have around your chair that
Yes.
you work on.
That's a
because
good
it's
one.
So simple, and you can adjust it.
Right.
You know,
And you can even use this lying on the floor on your
Yes, you can.
back,
Yes,
but
you
we're
can.
not going to do that for this.
all
video.
right, Brad, do you want to show the whole computer
right.
setup here?
Yeah.
What do we got
Another
next?
one that we see quite often. I see people, they'll put it in a lap, and they'll sit in bed.
Yeah. Or like this on a low
Right.
level.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah, that's a
or
bad
like
one.
This.
Yep.
I've done that on the laptop.
Things
You just
are
sit,
just
or even
getting
like I'll
torn
put the
apart.
laptop in front of me and
So,
like sit on the
elevate
bed
it
and just
however
like.
you want. Get some boxes.
You can buy a stand if you want.
That's a
Yep.
bad one.
Good.
Get it up. And actually, I would want this a little bit higher.
Yep, a little bit higher. Yep.
And then, if you got a laptop, go get yourself a wireless keyboard for about $20. Get it hooked up. And as I 120 words a
Yeah.
minute like this.
Dude,
Actually
Brad.
not, but you got my posture.
Brad
you
can
got my
type
head-
fast.
He does like 12 words a minute.
Well, yeah, then I swear a lot too
Yeah.
sometimes.
No,
Bad
never
words.
mind.
But this, this is no good. This
I thought
Right.
Brad was a gamer.
So,
Exactly.
do some simple things.
Extra
with your-
keyboard is so inexpensive.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Tech
Don't-
Turtle gifting a sub to Yo Yo
Make us come
Punch.
out
Thank you,
there.
Tech Turtle, for
Yeah,
gifting a
we
sub to
don't
it.
want to see that kind of thing.
All right, next one
Thank you,
is,
thank
hey,
you.
Brad, if you don't mind coming over here just for a minute.
Oh yeah. What are you gonna do?
I just want to show you that this quite often, this area right in here is quite often flexed in bad posture. Why don't you show for the
That's
side
true.
first?
This.
Very often.
Ooh.
And that's that's really tough to correct because these are tight structures that are really tough,
Yep.
fibrous material. So what we need is we take a ball, like a tennis ball, and
be
you
like this.
lie on it on the floor,
Mhm.
and you can hit these 3 spots. Here's the spine. Hit this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Wow.
6. Just for like 20 seconds each. Lie
All
on
right.
them. Bring your arms overhead. Let them stretch. But you can also take a ball in a sock if it's too aggressive for you, and actually lean up against the wall.
Get it lined up where it needs to be. And
Oh yeah, that's
there.
good. That's the old muscle
Nice
release.
thing about here, it's easier. You can roll it.
Right.
It
That's one of the
feels good.
things
You
I was
feel
talking about, the
those tight
science
knots
behind
getting
it. There's
worked
people that
out.
are like, oh, this doesn't do anything. And then there's some people like, oh, this
Carry on,
cured my
Bob.
disease. And then there's
The
people that are
final
like,
one,
oh, it's
Brad,
pretty good for
is,
some stuff.
We usually start with this one, but we actually finish with
What?
it. Is just doing that chin tuck in your car when you're driving.
Oh yeah.
So you're actually gonna tuck
Oh,
your
the chin
in
tucks.
like this.
Yeah.
You don't want to go up. You don't want to go down. You just go back,
Mm.
and you can provide a little extra pressure using your
Yeah.
fingertips, but keep your hands on your steering wheel, right?
Oh yeah. When you're driving, you
Right.
don't do that, of course.
But
Um,
I mean, it's you can do it safely in
Yeah.
a car.
Mm.
People will look at you and wonder what that chicken is doing in the car.
They'll
Gotta do
say,
your
"Look at
chin
that, they've been
tucks."
watching that damn Bob and Brad
Yeah.
again.
Right.
I'm glad we did that one last because we've been doing that one so many times over
Right.
the years. People would have
Chin
turned us
tucks.
off in the first one.
Exactly, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. So I'm thinking all the time, Brad.
Yeah, absolutely. You've
Brad and I
always
can
gotta
fix about anything.
Oh yeah, except for
A broken heart.
right. And this ball in the sock is not going to do
Well,
anything.
you
for
tried
it.
on Valentine's Day. I mean, you gave your wife that ring.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
It's
she took
on
it
video.
back.
It's
She-
on
yeah,
video.
Yeah, she took it back.
Took it back.
Yeah,
Took it back to where?
to the jeweler.
She wants to buy something else.
No, she had to get it fitted to her ring.
Oh, got it, got it.
I got everyone.
Yeah. All
Dude, Bob and Brad, characters, man. Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff out there. Great stuff. I mean, yeah, if you haven't subbed to Bob and Brad, you gotta do it. I mean, they're also straight up like Midwest. They're like from Minnesota and Wisconsin or something. You can tell they're from Minnesota and Wisconsin. Also, here's a question. This is like a Midwest thing. I don't know if anybody here does it that isn't Midwest, but do you say OP? Like OP. You go like OP. I'm curious. Like okay, for example, like I was at the gym, all right? I was turning the corner at the gym, and there's a guy walking around, and you like bump into each other. You go like, oh. So you like step out of the way, like, oh, sorry. Oh. I do that. I say it PA boy ears sometimes. They do it in Canada? West Coast, never heard somebody say that. I do that in Arizona. South? Interesting. I want to see where they do it down here. I want to see like the chart of like people that say ope and like where it spreads out to. The other one was I think the other one I saw is if you're like getting ready to go, like if you're at like a family thing or a party or like a get together and it's getting late and you don't know what to say, you just like slap your thighs. You go like, well, and you just like get ready. Like that's the universal. You go like, well, you gotta say whelp. You can't just say well, you gotta say whelp. So you're like, well, it's getting late. Yeah, it's getting late. Well,
Okay.
Super Potato Spring, 22 months. They were 22 months. What the They were 22 months. Midwestern time to head out. Yep. There's also the where they're like, no, yeah, no, or yeah, no, yeah. That's a common one. Like, yeah, no, yeah. Oh yeah, no, yeah. It's about that time. It's about that time. That's another good one. You can even tack it on there. It's like, well, it's about that time. Yeah. Some classics. I just want to know like what other places do that. That does seem like a very Canadian thing as well. So yeah, I don't know. That's just some things I've been thinking about. The opes and the whelps. Oh, well. Yeah, nah, or nah, yeah is a thing in Australia, New Zealand. And Canada. I wonder what places don't do that. I feel like it's more common than people think. And I don't know. But you know, it is it is 2 a.m. It's getting pretty late, so
Thanks.
well, so I'll be probably stopping the stream here soon. Faux Rills with the 15 months. 15 months of my life gone, not like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. Sweet. They were the 15 months. Yeah, well, it's about that time. Gotta go feed the cat. Yeah, no, yeah. Say, you know, this is a good stream. Good hangout stream. Sometimes you just gotta have a nice chill hangout stream, you know? So it's pretty good. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you're new here, click the follow button. Follow along. Be alerted when I go live. If Twitch is working, it generally works, but sometimes it doesn't. A classic. Thanks to everybody who subscribed. Vandal with the 51 months. Thank you, Vandal. One. Sweet. They were the 51 months. Thank you, thank you everybody who subscribed, resubscribed, drop bits, drop tips, gifted subs. Thank you very much for all the support. Thank you to Jesse for the host raid. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Krellavane with the 3 months. Thank you, Krellavane. 1, 2, 3. Sweet. Thank you for the 3 months. Krellavane. Okay. Okay. It's a hype train, dude. We got a hype train. How can I end the stream on a hype train? Oh, like this. See ya.